stand by for the invocation given by Lance Corporal Nicholas Hubbard and the playing of the national anthem.
Let us pray. Almighty God, we are gathered here today to honor and memorize the 22 years of selfless, determined, full-hearted, and sacrificial service that Gunnery Sergeant McKinney instilled into his Marine Corps career. The leadership tactics and morals he portrayed may be an example to all of us here to keep such a great leadership style that Gunny showed to strengthen not only Det 2, but to the Marine Corps as a whole. Even though Gunny McKinney's time with the Marine Corps has come to a bitter but yet sweet end, let his personality and leadership skills shine in the civilian world and become a leader and mentor to not only his family and friends, but to strangers who have no clue for what they have in store for when they meet him. Give Gunny McKinney comfort that even though he is retired, that we still have the ultimate fear of gunnery sergeants around to keep junior Marines in line to mold us into great leaders like he once had. Now unto you, God, who keeps us from falling, stand by Gunny McKinney and his family and walk with him into his next journey. For this is not a goodbye, but more of a, "I, Gunny, I won't let you down. Have a wonderful retirement. May God be with you through all your steps of life. Amen."
Attachment, 1, 2, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the reviewing area is the retiring official for today's ceremony, Captain Jerry Dover.
Three to be retired and awarded. Center, mark.
Department of the Navy. This is to certify that the Secretary of the Navy has awarded the Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal to Gunnery Sergeant Stephen P. McKinney Jr., United States Marine Corps, meritorious service while serving as the Staff Non-Commissioned Officer in Charge, Detachment 2 Supply Company, Combat Logistics Battalion 451, from April 2014 to November 2022. As the Senior Enlisted Advisor, Gunnery Sergeant McKinney developed the detachment level award boards and ensured 90% readiness across the detachment. As the supply chief for a security cooperation team, Gunnery Sergeant McKinney oversaw the movement of a 33-man team as it deployed to Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Belize, and aided the ordering and distribution of 6,400 gallons of fuel. Gunnery Sergeant McKinney led his team at Marine Corps Logistics Base Albany in the Marine Corps' first enterprise-level inventory, validating transactions and correcting locations, affecting 30.2 million assets, valued at $862 million. As coronavirus 2019 spread, Gunnery Sergeant McKinney tracked over 2,000 cases in Okinawa as a part of a task force Safeguard. Gunnery Sergeant McKinney's superior performance and duties culminated with 22 years of honorable and dedicated military service. Gunnery Sergeant McKinney's dependability, initiative, and perseverance reflected credit on him and were in keeping with the United States Naval Service. For the Secretary of the Navy, Eric J. Penrod, Colonel, United States Marine Corps, Commanding Officer. Certificate of Retirement from the Armed Forces of the United States of America. To all who shall see these presents greetings, this is to certify that Gunnery Sergeant Stephen P. McKinney, Jr., having served faithfully and honorably, was retired from the United States Marine Corps Reserves on the first day of December 2022. David H. Berger, General, United States Marine Corps, Commandant of the Marine Corps. Certificate of Appreciation for Service in the Armed Forces of the United States of America. Gunnery Sergeant Stephen P. McKinney, Jr. I extend my personal gratitude and sincere appreciation of a grateful nation to you for your patriotic service to our country. Your bravery and dedication in our armed forces helped protect your fellow Americans during a critical moment in our history and contributed to a world of greater security and growing prosperity. Your devotion to duty, honor, and country, in keeping with the long traditions of the finest military in the world, embody the American ideal of selfless service. Our nation owes you an incredible debt. Your commitment and the example you set will inspire future generations to serve with pride and to keep our country secure. You represent the best of our nation, and I join our fellow Americans in saluting your honorable service. I wish you happiness and success in your next chapter. Joseph R. Biden, Jr., Commander-in-Chief, President of the United States of America. Dear Gunnery Sergeant McKinney, Jr., the Marine Corps has been your occupation and family for many years past, and I'm certain the memories, interests, and the future of the Corps will remain with you forever. Many desire to obtain your accomplished goals, but few can compare to you. You have clearly demonstrated the exceptional leadership qualities and professional contributions we seek of our senior Marines. We are proud, as you must be, of your successful career. As a teacher to young Marines, a source of wise counsel, and as an example of those soldierly virtues we so admire, you have made a mark on the Corps that will remain long after you have left your active ranks. There are many young Marines you have influenced who will carry on in the same fine tradition that has always characterized the United States Marine Corps. You have my best wishes for good health, and continued success in the years ahead. Semper Fidelis, David H. Berger, General, United States Marine Corps, Commandant of the Marine Corps. Dear Gunnery Sergeant McKinney, Jr., on the occasion of your retirement, I would like to extend my congratulations and heartfelt thanks for your many years of dedicated service, and selfless devotion to our country and Corps. You have made tremendous contributions and sacrifices throughout your Marine Corps career. As you prepare to enter this new chapter of your life, you can look back with immense pride and satisfaction on all you have accomplished. You have set an example of professionalism and leave a standard of excellence for all Marines who will carry on the legacy of our Corps. My wife Stacy joins me in wishing you continued success in the future. Semper Fidelis, Troy E. Black, 19th Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by for Captain Gary Dover.
Attention! Eddie! Get this?
Yes, sir. Mic is on, sir.
They messed up. They gave me the mic. Okay, so good morning, Marines. Lieutenant Colonel Edward, sir. Sergeant Major Hayes. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for being here and sharing in this moment as we gather together, as is all fitting and appropriate, to send off Gunnery Sergeant of Marines into the next chapter of his life. I can't think of a better setting to do it. I was driving over here thinking about it, and here we are, standing on the edge of the Potomac, literally surrounded by our history. We're in the shadow of our nation's capital, and you're in eyesight of so many symbols and what they represent. And I can tell you that a few of those are obviously our country, our democracy, and especially our Constitution. And time after coaching of a Marine. And let's be real, we all know the deal. It can be life-changing. Because when you meet a leader, that's your leader for life. So as you sit and reflect on your career, how many Marines are out there that view you that way? How do you measure that? You can't. Because it touches all aspects of our lives. It makes us better men. It makes us better women. It makes us better husbands, fathers, brothers. The list goes on and on and on. I just don't know how you measure it. This is what I know about you. You answered the call. Every time there was a call, this Marine answered the call. You spent, how many months was it in Okinawa? 7. Yeah, so did a 7-month stint in Okinawa. This is just since I've been here. Came off of that. OAW is going on. Hey, hops right on OAW. He's answered the call. And you should be proud of him. And I think the best message that I can give you is that when you drive out of here the last time, that you think back to the impact. Because that's literally what our business is about. It's passing on that knowledge and those traditions. And if you've done that, you succeeded. So the only thing I know to do is to stand up here and tell you that on behalf of all these Marines here that you can see, and the ones that we can't see, that you've touched in the past, the different units, different commands, different mobilizations, whatever the case may be. The only thing I can say to you is on behalf of all of you, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your 22 years of service. I think I speak for everyone when I say that we wish you nothing but success in the next chapter. You know where we're at if you need anything. So congratulations to you, girls.
All right, so I guess this is my final words. Maybe not. We've got them all tonight. But as always, I mention this time and time again to all of you, right? Adapt and overcome. All right, so why did I come out here? Everything's not set up perfect, right? Why should it be? My whole career has not been set by guidelines on a piece of paper. This is what you're going to do this minute. Everything's always changing. All right, my whole career has been that way. Like you said, I come back from Okinawa. I'm like, hey, what billet am I filling? Oh, battalion's mobilizing. All right, let's go. Like, volunteer when you can. For those of you that went there, there's some good, there's some bad, right? That's going to be your whole career. All right, so don't ever think, okay, I did a bad job today, my career's over, whatever it is. For many of you, you don't know I was NGP, right? This man's up here because he helped me big debt, all right? He did a lot for me behind the scenes. So those of you that don't know that, it happens, all right? I looked past it. I still did what I needed to do as a leader, all right? I never let that hold me back. I had a bad day, bad decision, whatever it might be, but I still came here to do my part, right? Years afterward, I'm still doing what I know to do. It's train, develop, and mentor. And hopefully you saw that. You never saw anything from the beginning. It was a football team. Today's my last day PTing with you. I did not hold back. Alright? A lot of those know that. I might have been bleeding from my ankles at the end, but I'm not holding back, alright? You guys should have that same mentality. When you come here, you're giving it your all. You practice the way you fight, right? So when you're going overseas, whatever might come, I didn't see combat, all right? I can't give you those stories. There's still a few people here that have. So make sure you talk to them about that. They can give you that background, that story. But again, like you said, just always be willing to give yourself, you volunteered, give yourself to it. I know for me, I'm one of the few that's here left that's in before 9/11. I graduated boot camp before 9/11, all right? I always thought I was going to war. I failed my first year of college. I thought I was going to war. Alright, I just partied that whole year, waiting for that call. I had to make it up to the 5th year of college, got my degree, but never went. But I had that mindset that I was always going to go. I had my bags packed, like I was always going to go. We don't know what's going to happen, right? News is ever changing, overseas is always a dynamic, different countries. One kind of levels off and different one pops up. That's how it's always going to be. There's never going to be world peace. We know that mentally, deep down. There's always going to be some kind of conflict. That's why we are here, right? We resolve those conflicts. But, I mean, I've had a great time. Kind of like you said, the impact portion.
not an all-star. I know that. I live with where I am, okay? I do the best I can for you, all right? I mean, that's our flood. I checked in as a gunner. Comes back from the deployment of Session. He's not the SCA. I was the SCA when we first did that. So it's great to see those guys belonging that deserve it, being where they need to be. So I'm definitely appreciative of seeing the growth and development. Right now, but I was here when he checked in as a Lance Corporal. Seeing him pick up Staff Sergeant is huge for me. Like just seeing the development coming out of you guys, and the potential for leadership as a lot of the older staff that have been here for years leaves. I know like him, Monco, you guys are going to step up and do what you need to do to keep that training, that development, and that mentoring going on. And it just keeps rotating on. So as I leave, those new leaders separated. All right, there's not a hole. All right, we developed them young to be where they are now. They're taking over. They're doing what they need to do, and you guys are going to be great and successful. So the next group, the last corporals and corporals that are coming in now, will be here one day. If you just keep pushing forward, those bad days will come. Look past it. Know who you are individually. All right, push through that, and know that you are a Marine. You are a leader. That's your job. All right. So don't let a bad day hold you back. You can always do much, much more beyond that. All right. I'll be at the phone tonight. If you guys have any questions, want to hear stories, I'm open. I'm available. All right. I love you guys. As you notice, my family's not here. You guys are my family when I'm in the green. All right. I come here for you. I've done it for 22 years. I know you guys haven't been here. Some of you haven't been alive for 22 years. It doesn't matter, right? I'm always available. Even after I leave here, you guys want to hit me up on the cell phone, you got questions, use your chain. They always say that, right? Right? If you have a question, if you have a concern, if I can answer it, I'll help you out. I've always been honest and direct. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. If I think I know the right answer and it's wrong, you tell me I'm wrong, I'll correct it, all right? Be humble about it. If you don't know, you don't know. If you get bad information, be open, criticism, critique, development, all right? Take it all in. All right, I don't want you guys to stand up here too long. I don't want anybody to pee. Made it pretty quick, but overall, I love the Marine Corps. I think you can tell. I did over half my life. Appreciate you guys. That's what keeps me coming back as long as I did. So thank you.
Hey, Red.
Ladies and gentlemen, stand by. Service Battalion, Headquarters Marine Corps Henderson Hall. Certificate of Flag Presentation 2. Gunnery Sergeant Stephen P. McKinney Jr. flag only from sunrise to sunset on buildings and on stationary flagstaffs in the open. The national ensign is flown constantly at the Marine Corps War Memorial in Arlington, Virginia. This flag was flown on 6 October 2022. The Marine Corps War Memorial stands as a symbol of America's esteem for the honored dead of the U.S. Marine Corps. While the statue depicts one of the most famous incidents of World War II, the memorial is dedicated to all Marines who have given their lives in the service of the United States since 1775. On the morning of 19 February 1945, the 4th and 5th Marine Divisions invaded Iwo Jima after a somewhat ineffective 72-hour bombardment. The 28th Marine Regiment, 5th Marine Division, was ordered to capture Mount Suribachi. They reached the base of the mountain on the afternoon of 21 February, and by nightfall of the 22nd, had almost completely surrounded it. On the morning of February 23rd, men of the 28th Marines started the torturous climb up the rough terrain to the top. At about 10:30 in the morning, Marines and sailors all over the island were thrilled by the sight of a small American flag flying from atop Mount Suribachi. That afternoon, when the slopes were clear of enemy resistance, a second, larger flag was raised by 6 Marines: Sergeant Michael Strang, Corporal Harlan H. Block, Corporal Harold R. Keller, Private First Class Franklin R. Susley, Private First Class Ira Hayes, and Private First Class Harold Schultz. News photographer Joe Rosenthal caught the afternoon flag raising in an inspiring Pulitzer Prize-winning photograph. When the picture was later released, sculptor Felix W. DeWalton, then on duty with the U.S. Navy, was so moved. I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings. I stand watch in America's halls of justice. I stand guard majestically over great institutions of learning. I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Look up and see me. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident. I am arrogant. I am proud. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is a little higher, my colors a little true. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am worshipped. I am loved, and I am feared. I have fought in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. Gettysburg, Shiloh, Appomattox, San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, the Argonne Forest, Anzio, Rome, the beaches of Normandy, Guam, Okinawa, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, and the Persian Gulf, and a score of places long forgotten by all but those who were there with me. I was there. I led my soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. I followed them and watched over them. They loved me. I was on a small hill on Iwo Jima. I was dirty, battle-worn, and tired, but my Marines and sailors cheered me, and I was proud. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled in the streets of countries that I have set free. It does not hurt, for I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of my own country. And when it is by those I have served in battle with, it hurts. But I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the bonds of earth, and from my vantage point on the moon, I stand watch over the uncharted new frontiers of space. I have been silent witness to all of America's finest hours. But my finest hour comes when I am torn in strips to be used as bandages for my wounded comrades on the field of battle. When I fly at half-mast to honor my soldiers, my airmen, my sailors, my Marines, and when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the graveside of her fallen son or daughter. I am proud. My name is Old Glory. Long may I wave, dear God, long may I wave.
Dead two. Ha! Hey!
Hey, give him one.